everyone, welcome back to our Confident Dancers channel. If you're new here, my name is B-Girl Mel and I teach hip hop dance online. We have a really fun video to share with you today, and it's about the 5 top rock steps that all good breakers should know. We're gonna break down the move, practice it together, and then after that, we're gonna try it with music. So the process goes, I'm gonna break down the move, we're gonna try it, then practice it with music, and at the very end of this video, we're gonna put all 5 steps together in sequence. If you're ready to take your dance to the next level, we'd love to work with you, and the link is down below in our description box. All right, let's get started. Our first move we're gonna learn is called the 2-step. If you're new to top rocks, what top rocks are is the upright dance to breaking. So let's begin. We're gonna break it down in 3 sections: the legs, the arms, and the rock. With this 2-step, some other people also know it as the cross step, and you'll notice this as you learn different moves, the same move have different names depending on the borough or area that you're learning it. With the 2-step, you're gonna step out, step to the side, and then cross in front. The foot that crosses, you're gonna step out and then cross with the other foot. Cross. So step, cross, step, cross. You're doing 2 steps. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, there's a little detail that when you step forward, the back heel comes up slightly. So if I could show you like this, as you step out, notice how when we cross, that heel comes up. Step, the heel comes up. 2, step. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. With the arms, you can do different variations of the arms. For now, we're gonna mirror and match the cross-step legs by crossing and open our arms, and I'm gonna demonstrate without the legs. So it looks like this. So when you're doing it with the arms and the legs, you wanna keep your arms pretty high, shoulder length above the hips, but we wanna match the step as a cross. And then when we cross our step, we open our arms just like this. The third part we're gonna do for this 2-step is the rock. And basically it's using the upper body and rocking your torso up. So you're rocking up, up like this, okay? So think of it when we're rocking our body up, slight bend in the knees, right? So I'm not keeping it straight and doing like this. I have a slight bend in the knee, and I bring my shoulder and torso down, up, and I alternate it side to side. Now the rock is important in these grooves because when we're doing the 2-step, I'll use without arms, then the torso is involved. Without the rock, if I just do the 2-step legs only, it looks like this. So implementing that rock in the torso adds a little bit more vibrance, technique, form, vibe, authenticity into hip hop grooves, matching the music. Now let's try it to music. The second step we're gonna do is called the outlaw step, and it looks like a 2-step, except we're gonna kick first before we do the 2-step. So think of it like a kick 2-step, and it looks like this. So let's break down the outlaw step. Same thing, we're gonna do legs, arms, and rock. And pretty much the arms and the rock are gonna be very similar to the 2-step. So the only difference between a 2-step and an outlaw step is what's happening with the legs. So with the outlaw step, you wanna think that you're doing a kick and then a 2-step. You wanna think kick, 2-step. So I'm kicking, if I'm gonna use my right side first, I'm kicking with my right foot, kick, and then it initiates the 2-step. And I go on the other side, I wanna initiate the kick first, and then 2-step. So with the outlaw step, you're doing 3 movements or 3 points. Kick, 1, step 2, cross 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Kick, 2, step. Kick, 2, step. Kick, 2, step. One more time each side, 2, step. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget that heel coming up when you step on that 2-step. All right, so implementing the arms, we're gonna keep it very simple right now. The same, where you cross, open, cross, open. So let's put that together. Let's not focus on the rock yet. Just focus on the kick, 2-step, and the arms crossing and open. So let's practice that together like this. The last important sauce to this step is the rock. So as we taught last time, we want to rock up. And this is what gives it its vibrance, its authenticity of hip hop groove. So we don't want to just step and keep the torso erect and disconnected. We want to connect it by practicing our rock. Up, 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 up. Now let's add the legs to the right. 6, 7, right leg, right, right. Now add the arms, cross, open, cross, open, cross, open, cross. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now let's try it to music. The third step we're gonna do is called the Apache step, and it looks like this. All right, breaking it down into 3 sections, we're gonna do legs, arms, and rock. The rock is always gonna be going up for the most part. For most top rock steps, you're always rocking up. So you'll hear me repeat the same note as we go through this class. So with the legs, let's start there. You wanna think that you're stepping out, toes going outside in the direction that you're stepping. So starting with our right foot, we're gonna step out first, okay? We pick up and step, pick up, step, pick up, step. So notice how I pick up and my toes step out in a diagonal position. They don't turn out in a really deep 180-degree turnout. They're just going in a 90-degree diagonal when we step out. So we're stepping out 90-degree with our feet. Step out, step out. I pick up my heels before I step out, so I don't just keep it like this. I pick up my heel and I step. The second part to that, you're gonna dig the heel before you flatten your foot. Dig the heel before you flatten the foot. Dig the heel before you flatten. So dig, dig heel, dig heel, dig heel. The non-gesture leg, the foot that stays on the floor, it turns on the ball of our foot to move in the same direction. So notice how my toes are in the same direction. It doesn't stay like this. It goes in the same direction. So we're stepping out in a 90-degree position. Step, step, step. Now we're gonna try it a little bit faster and adding a little baby hop to that. And it looks like this. For the arms for this step, let's keep it simple and let's cross open to the front. So when we initiate, and this time we've been practicing starting with our right foot, we're gonna cross our arms first, and then when the second foot moves, the left foot, then we open. So it's always gonna be a cross, open, cross, open, like this. So the last part, the sauce of this move, sauce of any top rock move, is the rock. Same thing, we're gonna rock up. It's gonna feel weird because our movement, our arms and our feet are kind of heavy to the floor, but our rock still has to go up. So even though we're stepping and there's this digging sensation happening with the floor, we're still rocking up. So slowly I can demonstrate as we're stepping, my rock goes up, 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 up. So as we're stepping down, the rock goes up, 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 and step, ha, ha. So a little faster. Now let's try it all together, rocking up, heels digging and moving in a 90-degree diagonal, and arms crossing front open. Let's try it out. The fourth move we're going to learn is called the Indian step. You may come across this step later on in your journey as called something else, but for today, and this is how I learned it, we're going to do the Indian step. Same thing, we're going to do legs, arms, and torso, and it looks like this. So an Indian step is a more challenging step, and I'm going to do my best to break down the feet and the arms first before we get into the torso part. So think of it with the feet, it goes 4 gestures or 4 points each side. So in other words, you want to think it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, this is just a breakdown, Legos level 1 of what's happening with our feet. So again, I'm doing with my right foot and I'm doing 4 steps. So I'm going to do each side. Think that each side is 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that one more time. Right side, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Left side, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. It may look like some type of Irish jig going on. That's not where we're going at this moment. I'm just breaking down step by step. Now giving cues with our feet. We're gonna kick and alternate each side. So starting with our right, we're gonna kick our right, switch, kick our left, switch, kick our right, and then hop up, left foot hops up. So slow, it goes like this. Right, left, right, left. We're always alternating right, left on one side. Now, when we're doing this, here's the gesture. You kick forward. Now the third leg, you kick back. Fourth leg, knee goes up. So we're breaking down just on the right side. Kick forward, kick back, knee up. Right? Last time, right, forward, back, up. Then we do it on the left side. Kick forward, kick back, knee up. Left side one more time. Kick forward, kick back, knee up. Now putting it together is going to be a little bit tricky because when we do the initiated knee up on that first side, you're going to keep that same knee up, and that's your initiate to kick. So we want to remember that as we kick right, left, right, left. When we go into the left side, your left leg is ready to go to kick left, okay? And it looks like this. Let's practice together slow. Here we go, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right. Again, right, left, right, left, right, left foot, left, right, right. A big component that we're missing is the shift in the hip and the heel facing you, facing our opponent, or facing out, however you want to see it. So it doesn't, our body doesn't stay forward like that. That's all I'm saying. It's not an Irish jig. Now we're adding the twist component and the back of the heel component. The twist happens on kick number 3, and it looks like this. If you were able to notice that little Easter egg, as I twisted my hip on kick number 3, I also showed the back of my foot. And those are some cues to help you in executing this movement. So we're kicking right, left, show the back of the foot, then back to front. Kick forward, show the back of the foot, kick up. So let's try that, thinking about our hip and the back of the heel facing our audience or facing you 2 times. Arms for the Indian step. They're quite different than two-step or Apache or outlaw step that we did earlier today. This time we're going to take it very basic and we're going to do a gesture on the 3 and the 7. Think of this step as an 8-count pattern. We're going to do a gesture on the 3 and the 7, or we're going to do a gesture when we twist our hip and show the heel. So that's the time where we show an arm gesture. And we're going to basically be swinging our arms side to side, side to side. So if I'm starting on my right side, you want to think that the right arm goes in front. Then we switch on the left side. On the hip twist, the left hand goes in front. All right, and it looks like this slow. In terms of the rock, our rock is up and it's focused on the 1 and the 3. The 1 and the 3. So we're going 1, 2, 3, like normal, 5, 6, 7. All right? So putting that together, think of it as when you initiate the first kick, the rock goes up. When you initiate that arm gesture, the rock also goes up. And you do that on both sides. So I'm going to demonstrate just the rock and the arms, no legs, both sides for 1 8-count. Then I'll demonstrate with the legs and notice how I rock up on the 1 and when I twist my hips and add that arm gesture. And it looks like this, demonstrated slow. Now let's put that together. We're going to try 1 8-count slow and another 8-count right after that, a little bit faster, and then with music. Let's go. The 5th and final step we're going to do today is called a cross step. And this is a great step to do to start your round or to end your round. and it looks like this. So this is a very powerful gesture of a 1-2 with your legs. So the first part we're gonna do is you're gonna cross right in front of left. If I'm using my right foot in front, so if my right foot is in front, I'm going to circle around where my left shoulder leads my turn, all right? So if I cross right foot in front, that doesn't mean that I turn leading with my right shoulder. If I cross right foot in front, we're leading with the left shoulder. So you want to remember that. So we're going to cross, and you want to add a little hop. That's the first dynamic motion of this cross step, is a big hop like this. Heels, toes are grounded to the floor. So you don't want to land on the balls of your feet where you land and shake. When you do that first initial cross step, you're already heavy and grounded to the floor. Now, when you turn, and speed matters in terms of how we initiate that turn. So if we're gonna go for a quick dynamic ending to that cross turn, we wanna pick up that left foot. So if we initiate the turn with our left shoulder, that means we're gonna lift up our left foot slightly to do a 360 turn. So my torso is facing you. I pick up my foot. I use the ball of my foot to turn, and I step down, heels and balls of the feet grounded heavy. I did that very slow, and I know I wobbled in that turn, but I wanted to show you slowly what happens. Now, to make that happen in one motion, you want to do it's one count worth. And so one count worth. So there shouldn't be any hopping and pivoting of the heels to turn. It should be one motion like this. I use my heel as a way to keep myself grounded in that quick turn. All right. So I'm not lifting on the ball of my foot. In other words, I'm not lifting on the ball of my foot. I'm keeping my heel grounded to keep the movement grounded, to give a hip hop aesthetic to it. In other words, keep the heel grounded. To turn, I stay in one level instead of doing almost pirouette style to keep the balance and then turn. Then it changes the message of how you turn. It gives two different feelings. So the turn is two gestures, the cross and the open, and it looks like this. Let's keep it simple with our arms. Let's cross our arms when we cross our legs and put our hands on our hips when we open out. I'll demonstrate slow, and then I'll demonstrate fast like this. Now we're gonna play the music. This time we're gonna do 4 practices, and I'm gonna gesture tapping my head, and that means from the top. So we're gonna try that cross turn. When you see my hand tapping to my head, this is a 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we cross turn. Every time you see me gesture, get ready to do that cross turn step. 4 times, let's go. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for joining us on this video. If you like what you saw, please like, subscribe, and share. We release a video every Tuesday just for you. We have dancers all around the world who are part of the Confident Dancers program. If this is for you, feel free to apply with us, to work with us online, and it's down below.